after I have had a chance to visit one of the hill tribe village in northern Thailand, particularly to see the current long-necked woman, it has led to my fascination into the way how women are willing to torture themselves and go through physical pain just to sacrifice men and attract their future partner. From this, I also did a further investigation on the Victorian corset and Chinese lotus feet. As a woman, I personally, even though it's really fascinating, I personally find it depressing to see how women see physical pain and deformity in the name of beauty. And so I have expressed my feeling and personal perspective into this acrylic painting.
With the recent passing of Nelson Mandela, I chose to commemorate him by showing visuals of the struggle firstly. And so with this piece, what I did first was I collaged images of black and white images of the South African apartheid in 1948, where these visuals, they show a lot of protests, violence, struggle, and it's a lot of these things that Nelson Mandela stood for and fought for. And after that, what I did was I stenciled an image of Nelson Mandela using acrylic paint so that it was actually a negative stencil so that the images of the apartheid stand out from his face and they eventually create his face. I've chosen to project a larger image of Nelson Mandela above the struggle. This is in order to reinforce how he fought and eventually gave them the freedom they needed.
I've tried to show the impact of dementia, both emotionally and physically. It is a progressive disease in memory loss, and I've tried to show the diminishing effect of it from the brain sizes, first being a healthy, normal, big brain, and then going to such a small size brain, showing that the memory is being lost. In the background, you can see the color bars which are found in TV, where we can see these color bars when the TV is broken, which symbolizes breakage. And by applying that to this disease and to the brain, it shows the intermission in brain function, which is affected from this disease.
My grandfather was a painter, and I was definitely inspired by him. And I think, to me, art is limitless, and it's always been an expression where I believe I can express myself completely and project what I'm really feeling. Although it may not seem like art. Art is subjective. It's different to each one its own. However, being an artist myself, I believe that my feelings can be projected through the medium of art.
My dream isn't really to be an artist, it's to be a designer. And so to do that, I think creativity is quite important in creating innovative designs. So I've tried exploring different themes and colors to expand my thoughts and emotions towards different subjects present in today's society.
After I have been researching on science and technology, particularly on how technology have social implication on our society, I have created this piece called The Inspiration, emphasizing the influence of media and how it influences teenagers, especially girls, and manipulate them into thinking that they are overweight. I also use one of the notifications from social media, which is from Instagram. The number that presented on the notification represents the statistic in regarding of anorexia nervosa, and we can see that the number of anorexic patients is greater than the number of researchers or people who make comment and contribution into raising awareness about anorexia.
Once you progress from IGCSE to IB, it really opens up these whole lot of mediums you get to work with. Acrylic paint, oil paint, pastel, plaster of Paris, and it really allows you to explore more of your skills, things you didn't know about yourself, and eventually you create these magnificent pieces that you're stunned by yourself.
I would have to admit that it has been a tough year for me because I need to have to have a better self-management and have to practice a lot in order to increase my artistic skill. But with all of that, I think it has been a really significant year for me as an IB art student, because it not only that it allows me to grow as an artist, but also as a person, and like I would be able to go through many obstacles and learn how to overcome those things in life in the future as well.
I was inspired by a real-life situation that happened in Japan, where the elders of Japan were volunteering to help out cleaning the Fukushima nuclear waste instead of the younger generations. I've shown two different sides of Japan, one Tokyo night and one on the right side, the accident place. And whilst this side represents and symbolizes younger generation and their youth and their lifestyle, that side is depicted quite negatively and dark. And in the middle, there's a road which connects the city to the place, to the disastrous place. But instead of the younger generations crossing the road, you can see the elder generations volunteering and sacrificing.
For this piece, I was inspired by racial events of inequality, and particularly looking at how this is a real-life event where a Sikh man in Australia was racially abused for wearing his turban. Therefore, what I've chosen to create was 5 portraits of myself done on Photoshop. Nextly, I overlaid an image of a skull on top of each one of them. These 5 images of myself resemble different appearances that I may take, and it also reflects on how no matter what people look like, our skulls or our insides are constant, and we are all the same and unite. This piece is a very personal as well as global one, I think, because racial inequality is something that is very prevalent in today's world.
I think being an artist not only allows me to express my feeling and my personal perspective, but it also allows me to create something intangible into tangible and creative and make people be able to see it and perceive it.
Art's been a long journey in the IB. It's a lot of hard work and commitment. However, overall, it really opens up your perspectives and really allows you to think about other cultures and how you may, as an individual, may affect these cultures.
Catch Beach Club on Surin Beach, Phuket's most fashionable beach club, Phuket's most inventive beach club, Phuket's most talked about parties. If you love fashion, fun, and a joyful lifestyle, fabulous seaside dining, beach barbecues, brunches, exotic sunset cocktails, then you will love Catch Beach Club on Surin Beach. All the elements of an alluring island lifestyle are here.
Mr. Singh's Fashion Gallery, Patong Beach, Phuket, the world's biggest and most exclusive international custom tailor. Call us for a free pickup from your hotel. Latest fashion designs, ready in just 24 hours. Don't waste your precious time looking for small and inexperienced tailors. Mr. Singh Fashion Gallery. Call us for a free pickup from your hotel on 076 345 037.